Ayo Risk Gang, welcome and welcome back to another build of Risk by Design workshop. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button to get a video every time to get notified every time we post, and don't forget the bell just at the side. If you've been here before, if you're a subscriber, thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. On today's build, we'll be making a sandwich sign for my sister's salon, and though it was a simple project, it was a bit hectic for me because, like I said in the other video, every project you see me attempt here is the first time I'm attempting the project. So obviously there's always a problem with your first project. So the biggest problem I had with this project was the joints. I'm still not sure how I'm supposed to do the joints, and I tried the table saw, it didn't work. I tried the what is it called, the router. It's hard to control it and get that flash trim straight, whatever that and then so I think at some point I'll have to make some jigs for helping me with the joints. However, when I was coming to put them together, I sort of just the space, because some had gone too far in the whatever the joints. I had to fill it in with some glue and sawdust. So yeah, there was that. And what was the other problem? I think and when I was drilling a hole, you'll see at the end for the rope that was supposed to keep the stand and the base from opening too far. I drilled it a bit higher than where the board was, a bit higher, so the board didn't have enough space, but I ended up, that's why it took a bit longer, because I had to come with tools from the shop to the house because the sign was already in the house to complete it. So when I finished cutting the pieces that were going to act as the stands, I took the piece of board that I had that I wanted to use for the board, and I started marking out the exact piece I wanted. So yeah, I made a rough cut with the circular saw, and then I straightened the sides with the table saw. And the table saw is a good addition in your workshop. It's also a lot of work to set it up and ensure it's straight, but once you have it straight, you get a very good straight cut. Once I had the boot to the size I needed, it was time to set it on the stand and see where it fits and where I was supposed to what is it called, to carve the names that were supposed to go on the board. So I used a waste board, and I tried to see if I could actually carve using the router. What you'll see here is totally amateur work, so please, I'm not that sort of an artist. Huh? If you saw me with a ruler drawing those lines, you'd think I know what I'm doing. All in all, I realized it's doable. I just used a bigger bit here, a bigger straight bit. This is 16 mm, if I'm not wrong. So I just decided when I came to do the actual thing, I do it with a smaller bit. I have a 6 mm bit too. So that was it. Now The next day, I had my brother, who's the actual artist in the family. It was during their half-term break for the elections, to do the word for me, to write it out, calligraph. It's called calligraphing, or it's called what? Well, it's called something. I don't remember though. So that's him there working. He's also doing drawing and design in school. He's good at drawing. He started drawing as a kid, when he was a kid. So in high school, I told him to ensure he takes something that involves, the drawing. So now he's doing drawing and design. And that's why you saw him with the rulers and the cell tapes and the everything. The names are a little fancy for me, but it really looked good, and my sister loved it, who was the client. So yay. I will have him do my workshop too, but with less bourgeoisness in them. Okay, so after my brother drew the whatever for me, I changed the bit to the smaller one, and then I came to carve the words with the router. And the first one went well until I decided to do it deeper, and I messed everything up. The first line, my brother did it and then he left, and you see me doing I'm actually just messing it up more. Anyway, it was sort of a fail and a success, because later on my brother came and he corrected whatever he tried to correct the mistakes I had done, and it came out pretty decent for a first try, if I say so myself. While my brother was correcting the whatever, the board that I had screwed up, I came to put together the stand. I connected the face for the board and the stand that was going to hold them in place. Now with the rope, I had like this thick rope in my shop, and I didn't want to buy something else, I didn't want to go out of my pocket getting these things. So I just really used whatever was in my shop, and I had like this thick rope. I wanted to make to build a side bed, bedside table. Yes, that one with it. But that's what my brother did, you see. Close up, it don't look very pretty, but wait until mama gets in there with the paint, so I used the rope, and then I used the shells to sort of hold the ends of the rope together to keep it from, instead of using a knot, I just used the attach the rope to the shell with some glue, hot glue. So this is me painting the letters, and I made an absolute mess of it, but I didn't worry, because I knew I was going to sand the thing. But let me tell you, I didn't know how much work it was going to be. I didn't record it, but woo! You see how it looks? Now hold up until you see it finished. Wait. There you go. The sanding that went in this thing. I should be paid, Bana. So yeah, and I think that was it. After that, it was just putting them together, and voila, that's what it turned out to. My sister said she's going to paint it white, so the blue is a bit more, to make it more conspicuous. So I'm going to update you guys one day with on my story with the painted one. Yeah, that's it for this build. Next project is kitchen renovation, so make sure to subscribe to follow on the process. Thank you, bye, see you next video.